The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. If you look at this Browns defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First carry for Nick Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Browns at 9-6 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Alert!
From the 50, it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but have to think a Thursday night game. There he goes, left side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Found open man that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him with the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the Browns are able to... And he lost the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They run it again with Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll try the air now with Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Give to Cook out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
1st down, New York.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Watson now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Rodgers now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Motion man is Schwartz.
26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
No. Come out.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets get a bit closer. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10.
Brings Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And bulldozing his way through. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Watson on first down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Touchdown, Jets! Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. To throw is Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards for number 11. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion right, Peoples-Jones.
At the Jets' 46-yard line.
Here's Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Third and long, it's Watson. He's got a man in the crossing route. That's Moore. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So first and 10 now from the 30. Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Breaks through the contact. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
The 22-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Greg Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And shoves him off at the 20. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still... And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 23-yard run. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no Allen to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And quickly, they get to the line.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 7.
A loss of a yard on play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw, Watson. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Watson now to throw. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 81 yards. And the Jets are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
45. Browns 24. Brings Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
On third down, here's Hunt. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your